figure out how these things that are deep inside your subconscious also could possibly be standing in the way of your success. Hi, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome if it's your first time. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Let's see what this Pisces season has in store for you. Make sure to go watch the general energy reading with the with the moon card reading for the season. Already there's a lot of crossover between the general energy. I think we're all really getting enmeshed in Pisces energy this year, and it's probably necessary. So Pisces season will be going from February 18th to March 19th. And let's see what's in store for you, dear Gemini. Oh. Oh man. Okay, so I'm laughing because already I said, there's a lot of crossover in these readings, and there is for some reason we're all feeling this season in very similar ways. So make sure you go watch for your moon and rising sign also to get a little bit more insight. The 8 of Pentacles, and this is what came up for Aries. So if you have Aries in your chart, definitely go watch that. New camera, so I'm trying to get the camera to pick up on the cards. So the 8 of Pentacles is all about self-mastery. And I feel like this has got to be a little bit different than Aries, because Aries really felt like they were just like chomping at the bit to be out and about and to be seen. And it feels a little bit more subtle for you, Gemini. It doesn't feel as exciting. Like, it felt like there was a little bit more fire behind it for Aries, and they're a fire sign, so that would make sense. And you as an air sign, Gemini, you're a little bit and you're mutable, they're cardinal. There is just a different energy about you anyway, so there's no way that it would affect you exactly the same anyway, unless you had Aries in your chart or strong fire influence. What's coming up for you is that it's more, Aries really needed some recognition from the outside. And I feel like for you, you're doing this more for yourself. You're doing this more. It's this self-mastery. This card, like at the simplest, is also about making money, making your own money. Making sure that you have a solid foundation and that it's solid for you, and anybody else you decide it needs to be solid for. Because it does feel like there's a level of independence coming through for you, Gemini, of not wanting to have to rely on anybody else. And that could be even beyond the financial. You could be reaching a place of emotional independence also, which I'm kind of seeing here as we go along. But I want to keep talking about this general energy. There's a, wanting to be so solid that you do not need anybody or anything or anything from anybody. Okay. I do want to make sure you don't completely cut yourself off. Everybody needs people, and to remind you that you can choose. It is your choice. It is up to you who you let into this success, because you're building success. You're building you're building new levels of success for yourself. You're figuring out what success feels like to you, what success really feels like to you. What does success really feel like to you? Or having me repeat it in different ways so that you really hear it, Gemini. What does success feel like? And what does it look like? And why is this happening? Six of Wands. Again, there's this a recognition, a celebration. There's these similar energies coming through with different little subtle details. And the Six of Wands came up in the general reading in reverse. So there is, like, definitely go watch the general reading. There is a need for you to, again, figure out what success feels like and looks like to you. What does this is victory. If you even see, this is the victory card, basically. If you even look at Six of Wands, if you can see, there it goes. If you look closely, her earring is a V for victory. This is about, like, kind of that, like, welcome home parade feeling. And this is about you creating that for yourself. And also there is a level of this, I feel like, that eventually you are going to need to share with somebody. Eventually you are going to need to share with somebody. Eventually you are going to need some sort of outside validation to keep you on track of where you want to go. And it's also figuring out what that sounds like to you, what that feels like. How are these things, how do you want them to affect you? It is almost like you are finally manifesting how you want to feel for the first time. That feels very new for you, Gemini. And again, it is for this level of freedom, of independence, not just emotionally, spiritually, but also, or I'm sorry, not just physically, financially, or spiritually, you know, where you are in this world, but also emotionally. 10 of Cups in reverse. There's an emotional freedom that you're looking for, this ultimate feeling of success and freedom in so many different ways. And I also want to tell you that this is validation, that if this is what you've been working on and this is where you're going to go, like, you're gonna get there. Okay? It just requires, these kind of moves require you to really step outside your comfort zone in certain aspects. And to also dig deeper within yourself than you're used to digging. That might be what is actually outside your comfort zone. It's not even about putting yourself out there outside your comfort zone. It's about what's, like, internally outside of your comfort zone. You're not that emotional of a person usually, Gemini. You don't like to get caught up in your emotions. You try to stay pretty even keeled, and I think part of that's because you can easily tap into your emotions, and that can be scary for you. And this is about really figuring out how to tap into those emotions. Look at them, get to know them, figure out what triggers them. Figure out how these things that are deep inside your subconscious also could possibly be standing in the way of your success. You could be reaching this point where you feel like you're kind of plateauing, where it's like, okay, well, I got here, but, like, where do I go from here? And those, when you can't find anything outside of you to change, to help you, get going again, then it's time to look within you. It's time to look at how your mindsets, also your emotional mindsets, how you respond to things in the world, how is that affecting you? Is it holding you back? Has it helped you? There's a lot of questions that have come up that you need to ask yourself, okay? Let's glance at the top of the deck, the Empress in reverse. Did I say top of the deck? Bottom of the deck? kind of foundational core, what's really like at the deepest point of this. The Empress in reverse always comes up. I mean, the Empress in general, whether she's reversed or not, comes up when when you think you're putting yourself first and you're not. When you think you're taking care of yourself enough, but you're not. So this might be something that this might be some of those deep things that you need to be looking at and examining. Is how is it affecting you? How are you holding back on yourself, which is a theme that keeps coming up. This theme of gifting yourself exactly what you want and not talking yourself out of it and not judging yourself or shaming yourself for it. Especially if it's going to help you heal, if it's going to help you feel complete, if it's going to fill your cup. These are the things that need to be done. Okay. Let's pull you an energy oracle card from Sandra Ann Taylor. Please let me know what's resonating for you. If you have any questions, I am offering 22% off all my private sessions until the first day of spring, which is March 20th. And the code is winter22, all caps. All the links are attached. I would love to connect with you. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a social media break, but I'm still available for one-on-one sessions. This will be a great time to do that since Aries season will be our new year. Ooh, first chakra, Archangel Michael in reverse. So he came up in reverse. Archangel Michael. I love Archangel Michael. This is kind of a funny one. I don't know if I've looked at that very closely at this card. He's got a bowl cut. They did my boy wrong. That haircut. They did my boy wrong. Nice abs though. Hey. Archangel Michael's cool. He is the protector, stability and security. And he's also, they've connected him with the first chakra. Reversed. When this card shows up in a reverse position, you may be facing some significant challenges and even some very difficult emotions. The energy in your first chakra may be blocked, revealing potential fears about your safety, feelings of insecurity, or even depression. The blocked energy could also signal financial worry or desperation. Wow, just like kind of all those things, all together. And your first chakra is your root chakra, and that is connected to like the core of you. That is your foundation. And if you've never done any sort of chakra work, this might be a sign that it might be time to look into that. There's tons of resources out there. There's tons of guided meditations on YouTube and like chakra-based yoga and stuff to start kind of like connecting to your chakras. Start with your base, start with your first one. Sit with that for a while. Every now and then I kind of revisit my chakras to rebalance them, and I'll start with my base and I'll sit with that for a few weeks, and then I'll, move forward and reconnect with them. Issues of instability can shake you to your very core. So it's going to be important to get the energy moving freely through this chakra once again. Call upon Michael for assistance and visualize his light and power filling this area and bringing you a greater sense of your own true strength and eternal stability. Meditate on the affirmation below and feel your sense of safety and balance return. Okay, so just kind of quickly, just a quick little toe dip into this while I read this affirmation. If you can, put both of your feet on the ground and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in your nose and blow it out your mouth. Take another deep breath. Let it all out. One more deep breath in your nose. Hold it at the top and sigh it out. Keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing deeply. And in your mind's eye, picture a red glowing light at the base of your spine. Right in the middle of your pelvis, right around the groin area. This is where your root chakra sits. On your next deep breath, you're gonna breathe in some light and love, and then hold it at the top. And then when you blow out, imagine you're blowing that light and love into your root chakra. Take another deep breath in. And blow down again to your root chakra. And just let it sit. Take another deep breath in. And imagine your root chakra just freely, slowly swirling in the base of your spine. And the affirmation is, my first chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. The Archangel Michael guides and supports me always. Take another deep breath and let it all out. The affirmation again is, my first chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. The Archangel Michael guides and supports me always. One last deep breath, let it out. Return to your normal breathing and open your eyes when you're ready. So I hope that maybe just kind of calmed you a little bit. And I didn't want to do too much because everyone's chakras are a little different. Yours could be underactive, it could be overactive. And I was thinking that while we were breathing into it, I didn't want us to breathe too much into it. If you already had an overactive chakra, it's more about balancing the energy. Okay? It just felt like it needed, maybe a lot of you just needed it swirled and balanced just a little bit. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share with a friend, book a one-on-one session with me. Make sure you watch the general energy reading and your moon and rising sign. Thank you for being here. And I will see you for Aries season. Bye.